Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm Brian. I'd like to thank you guys for subscribing. I'd like to welcome you to my channel if you're a new subscriber. Yeah, this is a channel where we get to learn so many things as we prepare all a long way to come and study abroad here in USA and maybe Canada and all those countries. So guys, today I have a very nice topic that I'd like us to share. I'd like us to prepare ourselves for 2022. Yeah, today we are going to talk about proper plan for study here in USA in 2022. Yeah, we want to have a plan. I want to prepare you all a long way so that you can get to be able to know, you can be able to prepare yourself for this journey, because it is a process that is a step-by-step process. It's something that you won't just wake up today and you say like, I want to go to US and it gets to be easier. So this is something that you're going to learn. This is something that I'd like you to share with your friend. Yeah, and in our plan, I'll give you various steps that you're supposed to follow. Yeah, from step 1 to step last until you find yourself here in US. Yeah, and in this topic, we are going to study about especially the F1 students. Yeah, those who are planning to come and study here. Yeah, maybe be it masters, be it undergraduate. So that's what we are going to talk about today. And the first thing I like to highlight to you as you plan to prepare for 2022 studies here in US, the first thing you need to have done, you need to have completed your high school. Yeah, this is something very, very key. Complete your high school. Have a high school diploma. When I talk about a high school diploma, have a certificate to show that you've finished your high school, you've done your final exams, you have your certificate there, you have your transcript from Form 1 to Form 4 that you will be required to show, especially for those coming to study here under undergraduate studies. Yeah, so you need to have finished your high school. For those who are planning to come and study here for masters, you need to have completed your degree program. It's a very key role because the schools here will ask you to send them, will request you to tell your college or your university to be able to send them official transcripts to them, so that from there they'll be able to process for you your master's program, and the process will continue that way. So you need to have completed your high school or your university degree level, diploma level. It all depends. Yeah, if you're coming to study here and you're done your diploma, you want to come and do your BSN, your bachelor's degree, you need to have finished your diploma, have the certificates at hand. If you're coming to do starting from undergraduate immediately, maybe you're from high school last year, have your certificate. The next thing you need to have done, you need to have those transcripts there with you. You need to have scanned them. Once your school gives you your transcript, your certificates, get to scan them, get to have them in your email. Yeah, it's so good because once the school gives it to you, go scan maybe in a cyber, have it, so that once you'll be beginning this process, it will be easier for you to just sending them to the email address maybe of the school. Yeah, and it will ease your process all along. The third thing you need to have done, you need to do the English requirement exams. Most of the schools require you to have done English exams, especially if English is not the first language of your country. Because I know most people, yeah, especially those coming from Africa, like where I do come from, yeah, English in most countries is not the first language. So you'll be required to do an English exam. Mostly the exams that people do, the most common one is the SAT exam. SAT is Scholastic Aptitude Test. Yeah, most schools always require you to have done SAT exams. This is for those who are coming to study here undergraduate studies. You need to have done. Most schools require you to do the SAT, and for you to be able to have a good SAT marks, you need to ensure you've scored SAT scores at least 1000 and above. Yeah, if you get to score a higher scores, maybe of 1100, SAT exams, it's an exam, English and math based exam. English has 2 sections, maths has 2 sections, and most schools, they look at the scores, especially for what you scored in your English level. Yeah, you need to have a good marks, especially at least get to have at least 520 marks and above for English, and maybe for maths get also 520 and above. That will be around 1040. So if you get to score 1050 and above, 1000 and above, 1100, 1200, this will give you a higher amount of academic scholarships. So ensure you do it. Another English exam that you can do if you're coming to do here undergraduate studies, the school can organize for you to do a Duolingo exam. Yeah, Duolingo exam is it's also an English math exam. In most cases, the school will organize for you to be able to do it. Duolingo, we also have Acuplacer, we also have the IELTS exam. So these exams are majorly for those coming to study here undergraduate studies. Yeah, the schools, as you will be applying, they'll require you to have done the SAT, all these exams. Yeah, the school can choose for you, but in most cases, you can register and do an SAT exam. That is, most schools always require you to have done an SAT exam. If not, or if maybe you didn't perform well, is when now they'll tell you to do all these other exams. But if you have done maybe TOEFL, you can still tell the school, I did this exam, then they can still evaluate it. If it's okay with them, yeah, you can be able to be awarded an athletics, you can be able to be awarded an academic scholarship, or be enrolled in a given program, maybe nursing, yeah, these programs that in most cases people always come to do here. So another thing that is you need to have done for those people coming to study here master's programs, yeah, you need to do an exam. There are two exams that you can either do, either of them. Yeah, one of the exams is GMAT. This is the Graduate Management Admission Test. Yeah, this is a test that is, if you're coming to do your graduate studies, the school can tell you to do it. Yeah, the GMAT exam, or the GRE. Yeah, the GRE, the school can request you to send the GRE scores. GRE is a graduate record examination. Yeah, it's a graduate record examination. Yeah, so these two exams always apply for those people coming to study here masters. So as you're planning to prepare, yeah, I know most of my viewers here, I've been receiving comments that so many of you really want to come here, you really want to know more about the process, you really desire to study in USA. So if this is your desire, choose what you want. Yeah, if you finish your high school, or maybe if you did a degree, or maybe you are on a degree program and you think, no, this was not the field that I really wanted, I think I decided to do this other course, I've been having a dream to study in US, this is the time you need to prepare. That's why I'm coming here along to direct you guys. So if you are planning on doing this, start early enough. Yeah, when you talk about the SAT exams, they are always registered at different times of the year. Even the GMAT exam for graduate studies, you can go to the website and get to be able to register for this exam. Do them early enough. At least in December you can do them, or maybe next year on March, so that we plan. Yeah, we need to have a plan for those, especially for those coming to study here next year summer, next year fall. I know for spring it's quite too late, because right now time is so limited for those people who want to come to study here for spring, unless you do have a school. If you do have a school, they have sent you an I-20, you can go ahead, book an appointment at the embassy, prepare yourself, watch some of the videos that I've been able to update for you so that you could be enlightened. So once you have done your English exams, yeah, this is a very key role thing. Once you've done them, you've performed well, you can now go ahead and start thinking about applying for schools. Yeah, this is an area which needs a lot of seriousness. This is an area that needs a lot of patience. This is an area that you need to be very much concerned about. You need to be able to give your best while applying for schools, because as you plan on getting schools, you need to have a course in mind. Yeah, get to think about a good course that you desire. Yeah, you know, most people always, they are advised to do healthcare courses. Yeah, but in most cases, there are courses known as STEM courses. These are science, technology based courses. Yeah, when you talk about the manufacturing sector, the technological sector, the healthcare sector, these are the courses that are very marketable here. So once you're thinking about this, it's not all about healthcare. Yeah, you can be good, you can be thinking about engineering course. Engineering course, there are also STEM courses, and you can qualify for it. You can be able to think about doing maybe yeah, information technology. You can be thinking about doing, yeah, now the healthcare sector, computer science. So all these courses, Yeah, they are very marketable. They are courses that you'll be able to do here. They have enough facilities, you'll get more knowledge, and this knowledge, once you go back to your country, or if you think about continuing proceeding with your own with studying here in America, you'll be able to get good schools to proceed on doing further educations, maybe to masters, to PhD levels. Yeah, so think about a course, think about schools, get a book. Yeah, make sure you get a book, write as many schools as possible. Yeah, in this case, the skill that I used and the skill that most of my friends have told me they use is that they did recorded maybe schools. You get to choose. You can decide today I want to apply schools in maybe in Illinois State. Get to write the schools maybe offering undergraduate studies under this course. Yeah, that they are good offering this course in this state. Search them on Google, write them down, and be able to look at them one by one. So once you've written them down, go to their website, check if they do offer scholarships. Yeah, I know most of you most of you don't do athletics. Yeah, so some people have been telling me like, hey Brian, I'm not good in running, I'm not good in any game, can I qualify for any other scholarship? Yes, you can qualify. If you go to the school website, you'll find so many scholarships that the schools do offer. So as you get to write down the schools, go to their website, check on the scholarships that they do have. If they do have a good amount of scholarship, especially for international students, get to apply for that school. Once you've applied for that school, get in touch with the admissions, inform the admissions that you are requesting for a scholarship opportunity. You have seen this opportunity, you want to apply for that scholarship so that it will assist you in your studies here in US. So this is a very crucial area. This is something that you need to check on, you need to work on. Yeah, very, very, very well. So be keen on that, prepare yourself on that. So this is the procedure that you'll do for all those other schools. Search for school, look if they do have scholarship, look if they do offer the course that you really want to do. Note down, contact the admissions, email them, apply for the school. Now from there you'll get an admission counselor who will be talking to you. Yeah, you'll be receiving emails from the admissions counselor. Then the admission counselor will now be telling you, hey, we can do this, we can do that, I want you to apply this and that. And once you do that, once you have several schools that you are communicating with, eventually you will choose from one of them. Yeah, because eventually you'll get a good school, you'll get a good scholarship, and you will get a good course that you had wanted to study. Yeah, another thing of major concern that you need to put in mind is that you need to put in mind as you apply for schools, for those people who are good in athletics, yeah, consider about texting the coaches. Yeah, this is something that I've done in other videos talking about athletic scholarship. So if you are among them, if you are good maybe in soccer, if you are good in athletics, in cross country, if you are good in in track and field, running short races, get the emails of the coaches, text them, text those coaches, tell those coaches you are good in this and that, you've been training in high school, you've been performing very well. If you have some certificates that you are awarded, maybe in your high school, maybe in your university, or maybe in some competitions, send it to the coaches. Let them know that you are good at it. If you're maybe good in athletics, in soccer, and you are ever given maybe any certificate or any awards, tell the coaches, show them, scan those documents, show the coaches, tell them you're good in this and you're requesting for scholarship. You've applied for the school and you're considering coming to study, but you're thinking about getting, if you could get a scholarship maybe in athletics or in, through that you will be able to get scholarships. So this cut across, it cut across for all. Even there are so many other scholarships I talked about. We have presidential scholarships. So once you are at the school website, once you are there, you'll be able to see. If you search on scholarships for that school, you will see the scholarships that they do have. If they are good and you feel good about it, apply for it. Another thing you need to do while you are planning on doing all these things, you need, you will be in touch. Once you've started applying for schools, you will be able to be in touch with the admissions. So as the admissions will be contacting you, make sure you give them everything that they do require. If they require a bank statement, assume you are not given a scholarship, maybe full scholarship. Assume you are given partial scholarship, or maybe you don't have any scholarship. Be able to send the admission counselor a good bank statement. Yeah, so this bank statement needs to come from person who is closer to you, and that person needs to be doing a good business, or maybe the amount that person always get needs to go hand in hand with the balance of the school fees that you'll be getting. So as you will be getting in touch with the admission counselor, send them a good bank statement, send them maybe even support affidavit. Of course, they will give you a support affidavit that will take it to your sponsor. Let the sponsor sign it, scan for them the bank statement and the affidavit, and send it to them. You need to have a passport. This is very key role. When I talk about passport, I talk about the travel passport from your country. You need to have it. You need to have a passport, because the school will require you to send them your passport biography, so that they'll be able to record your details, your date of birth, your full names. So you need to have it, because you won't be given an acceptance letter if you have not sent the passport to them, because it's a key role. Passport, bank statement, the transcripts, yeah, these are very key important materials. And another thing that the school can be concerned, they can be concerned about you sending them official documents. So when the school tells you to send them official documents, be able to, if it's SAT, request the college board to send it directly to them. If maybe it's the GMAT scores, let it be official. If it's your transcript, let it come from your high school, let it come from your university. Yeah, so that it can ease your process. Because if the school wants you to send official documents, if you do send to them directly, it won't be an official document. It has to come from the school directly to them. So if they request it, don't get to worry. Contact one of your school official, let them send it to them. Give them the school email address. And guys, apply as many schools as possible. Yeah, I'm doing this video because I know most of you guys, you really want to come to study here. Most of you guys are really considering about continuing with their educations here in America. And if you're thinking about that, I myself, I had the dream to come to study here, and I worked for it step by step. That's why I've chosen it. Let me educate you guys. So we are planning for 2022, and this is a rough draft of how you need to plan yourself. You need to have your high school papers there with you. You need to apply your passport there with you. Have your passport there with you. Be able to, once you've applied for the school, apply to as many schools as possible. Send to the school all these documents. Yeah, if you are considering about getting some scholarship, go to the school website, look for scholarship opportunities there. Yeah, if maybe you can get a good sponsor, get affordable schools. Yeah, there are affordable schools here that you can come to study. Yeah, there's a video that I done for you initially that talks about the cheap community colleges and universities that are here, that you can be able to even manage paying for your own self the school fees. So get to be able to apply to those schools. And once you do have a good bank statement, once you've sent to them all the documents, you'll receive an I-20. Once you have an I-20, if you are planning for maybe fall next year, 2022, yeah, the schools will now have mostly now they're accepting admissions for spring. So if you are planning for next year fall, as you'll be applying, indicate that you're applying on joining the school in next year fall, or maybe next year spring. Not next year. Yeah, if you're planning on next year spring, apply to next year spring. If it's next year fall, indicate it there. If it's next year summer, indicate it there. Yeah, so that the school will now know your plan. Your plan will be this and that, and they'll be reminding you about your application. Yeah, the good thing about schools here is that once you've applied to them and you've been in touch with an admissions counselor, this admission counselor will follow up. Yeah, the admission counselor will ensure that eventually you get an admission at the school. So as you'll be applying, don't worry, you'll be able to get a good opportunity because they are good. They'll be able to help you. If you don't understand anything, contact them, tell them I didn't understand this and that. And by that, guys, I know most of you will be able to eventually get schools. Once you get schools, we will now be preparing for the embassy. And the embassy, guys, I've told you, is about preparation. Yeah, it's about preparation, guys. And I'll do more and more videos so that you can be able to know what are the more and more easiest way for me to prepare for my interview, because that's where most people, their journey always are cut short, because some people lose hope easily. You can go there, your visa gets to be denied, and in most cases it's always because of some few mistakes here and there. And these mistakes, I don't want you to make them. I want you guys to be prepared, because I understand getting a school fast is a long journey. After you've now got a school, it's now a journey to the embassy. Preparing needs a lot of attention. Yeah, because understand, look at the journey you've come from. It's not an easy one, and you're almost getting to the end. So you need just to prepare yourself for the embassy. So that is something that, guys, we'll talk about it as we go a long way. But we are planning for next year. And I want you guys, if you're planning, let's go together. Let's walk this journey together. Let's help one another. And I know eventually, if your dream was to come and study here, get the knowledge, get the skills, eventually God will bless you and you'll be able to get it. So thank you, guys. Thank you for subscribing. Keep on liking my videos. Keep on applying for schools. Keep on having faith. And eventually, you will come here. Eventually, your visa will be approved. Eventually, your dreams of studying in USA will be accomplished, and your journey towards success in life, the roadmap will be open for you. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much.